Have you ever wondered what to do with all those sticks you have from trimming stuff and piling it up? And of course the leaves you can get in the compost bin, but the sticks for me were quite an issue, and I went through a few different ideas of how I might solve that, and I think I've come up with the most efficient, simple, straightforward way to deal with the wood that's produced in your yard and turn it back into nutrients that go back in your soil. Thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. This is my YouTube channel where I talk about all kinds of things that might interest you. Hey Jack, come on over here for a second. This is Jack, and we hope you will subscribe to Eat Your Backyard and also give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's get right into the content.
Cool.
All right, I've been piling the sticks up over here. Whoa, woo! You see that? That was a near miss. This is the chocolate pudding tree fruit root. It's a tripping hazard. All right. Still got a couple large pieces here that I'll deal with later. Those are still good to use. But here's the whole process. So there are a few things you can do. Okay, so there are a few things that I looked into for dealing with branches in the backyard, and they all either seemed way too complex or way too expensive and like they would be dangerous almost in a lot of cases. So what I eventually got to was the idea of just turn the wood into small enough pieces that you can lay it on the ground, and just lay it on the ground. And if you lay it on the ground, it will come in contact with all the microbes that are in the ground, the fungus, the insects, and it'll get digested. So that's the whole process. And I have, you know, I take my time processing the amount of debris I have in my backyard just because it produces a decent amount, so I don't chop down a huge amount that I can't process. I chop down enough that I can put it in this small area here and process it through to the compost bins. All the leaves go in the compost bins, some of the wood goes in there, and then the branches I leave over here and chop them up as I go with nice loppers. I'll show you the loppers I use. And I'll also show you what I do with those sticks. We're going to apply them back in the chicken pen all around on the ground, and also help a couple other things with the chickens in addition to putting the wood back into the ground, so to speak. But let's go ahead and look at the tools I use to get the job done. Okay, so this is what I use. It's just a straightforward, short-handled aluminum lopper. This one's made by Corona. I'll leave a link down in the description. If you use that description, it's like making a donation to Eat Your Backyard. Doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just an Amazon affiliate link. Okay. This is a sturdy tool. There's many other types a lot like it, but the idea is it's small. It can handle a decent size, really branch with this type of clamping cutting, and it's easy to get around with. So let's get into some of this stuff. Okay, so most of this stuff I've already processed. Like I said, I have a couple larger pieces, but I'll put those in strategic spots. I actually like to take some of these larger pieces and just lay them along the edge of the fencing so that rabbits and things, wild stuff, can't get under the fence or into the chicken pen or even out of the chicken pen. So I save those for a different thing. But the stuff that I'm going to put back into the chicken pen is all, you know, mostly small stuff. And I just use this process. I just lay it out over the pile. I don't know, maybe this is like a good type of exercise to do too. But the good thing about having loppers about like this size is they can deal with some of the bigger stuff. I like the fact on these that they give you that leverage to kind of spread them all the way out and then come down with a hard chop. That mechanical, physical motion really seems to work great. Now, you don't have to use a lot of the small pieces like I did there. You can just chop about maybe a foot long to a foot and a half long pieces, especially when you get into the bigger stuff. Now I have this one bigger one, which I'll chop off the smaller stuff from, but this will go as I process these remaining larger branches. This will go, actually, I'm gonna keep this in with the smaller stuff. All right, so this is a good quantity of wood. I'm gonna take it and transfer it into the chicken pen. Okay, so let's get these sticks picked up. This is like the Led Zeppelin cover of the album. It's one of my favorite Led Zeppelin albums, where the guy's carrying the sticks on his back, a huge sack of sticks. This is, yeah, if I was smart, I would do it the way he had it, which is like to put a huge rope right around the middle, but I think this is actually maybe small enough. One thing you want to be careful of is, of course, what kind of critters might be living under this thing. After leaving it here, there could easily be a snake in the pile, so I don't think I'll go digging down too low. But that'll work. All right, let's take this load in first. Okay, now. Back. Okay, come on in here. Okay, all right, let's decide what we want to do. I'm thinking that this is also gonna, come on in, Jack. I'm thinking this is also gonna prevent the hens from digging up this area so badly, maybe a little?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just going to lay it on the ground in a rough fashion. And I also think it's going to create maybe a little bit of a layer of places where the bugs can hide.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really good. Let's move the camera so you can really see it. There it is. All right, let's load in some more. I'll tell you what, if you can get the chickens into the coop, just get them inside here while we're working, and then I'll go get the rest of the branches while you're doing that.
Okay.
All right. It's really cool with these wireless mics. I can walk all the way over to this pile, and Jack's on the other mic. Wow, that's a big pile. All right. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's finish spreading in this stuff. I think we'll just spread it in the whole area here. Here, go ahead, just take some sticks and pile them back in there. Yeah, I think we need more sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just step on them too to break them down. Of course, the hens will do this same thing. This is excellent mulch. And it'll break down pretty quickly, actually. Especially as the chickens are gonna be on top of it, digging on it. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Like.
And there you have it. Solved the riddle of what to do with all those branches without buying a wood chipper. Yeah, without going nuts, without having to burn it for biochar, although that's great if you can do it, but this to me is the easiest thing and actually highly functional. The idea of preventing a little bit of chicken scratching and helping, using the chickens to break down, materials that I need broken down is a smart way to do things. I think it might actually also, I just thought of this, it might prevent the chickens from scratching through to the roots of the plant. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's a possibility. I love this time of night when the animals get so peaceful. Okay, are there any more that we should put down? I'll go see if I can get some more sticks.
Okay.
All right, one last little bundle of sticks. There we go. You want to go step on that? Step on those sticks and... But look at that. Simple chop and drop. In this case, the sticks. Multifunctional, multi-purpose application, and I expect that to get eaten up in no time. And I want to go give an example. Oh, what is that, pigeon pea?
Yeah.
Let's get a close-up on that. Nice.
See the seeds in it?
Yeah.
In the sunlight.
Healthy. Look at these, since we're picking pigeon peas. Nice dried peas, good to snack on. If you don't know about pigeon peas, you should get and know. They are so easy to grow. Your chickens love them, of course. They'll eat every pigeon pea you'll throw into the cage. So good. Maybe plant these. Look at the size of these trees. Chickens love them. They've definitely presented a nice little cover for them. Shade and weather and whatever. Yeah, and even the mulberry tree. I was wondering how the mulberry tree would do. It's doing okay.